Hello, dear friends. Today we are going to discuss a next unit of our legal awareness program, which is very interesting unit. क्योंकि देखिए स्टूडेंट्स अभी कुछ साल में आपका ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट हो जाएगा तो यू मस्ट हैव सम आइडिया ओके आपने कुछ ना कुछ डिसाइड किया होगा कि आफ्टर ग्रेजुएशन व्हाट यू वांटेड टू डू. Some will go in private sector, some will try attempt or study for next competitive exams, or some will go in their own business. ठीक है तो फॉर योर फ्यूचर दिस टुडे सेशन इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके सो लेट मी शेयर माय स्क्रीन. Yes, dear friends, today we are going to discuss about the labor laws in India. Okay, this is our unit 8 of legal awareness program. So we'll see what are the different labor laws. Now see, in India, there are more than 40 labor laws are there for fluency, for their safety, and to provide each and every security for laborers or employees. All these laws are enacted. So we'll see now what are some important laws, of course. Okay. So first of all, we'll see content of our session, that is introduction, then rights of employees, list of major labor law acts in India, national level labor laws, code on wages, industrial relation code, code on social security and occupational safety, health and working conditions code. ठीक है? So first of all, I want to clear that employee means what? Okay, तो जो हम लोग जो हम जॉब करते हैं are known as employee. जो जॉब देते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल कंपनी इज नोन एज एम्प्लॉयर. ठीक है, दोज आर द बेसिक टू कंसेप्ट्स हियर. नाउ लेबर लॉ ऑल्सो नोन एज एम्प्लॉयमेंट लॉ. ठीक है, all these labor law are mediates between the relationships. Okay, relationship between what? The workers, employing entities. Now employing entity means what? कि जो employment दे रहे हैं, company, private sector, government sector, ठीक है, are known as employing entities. Trade union and the government. ठीक है, so collective labor law relates to the relationship between employee, employer and union to smooth going between communication and about their duties, rights, and everything to safeguard both of them. Okay, laws are enacted. So labor law, the varied body of law applied to such matters as कहाँ पे applicable होते हैं अब labor laws? In the matter of employment, remuneration, conditions of work, trade union and industrial relations. तो हर एक जगह पे लेबर लॉ विल बी एप्लीकेबल. आपने अगर कभी देखा होगा, अगर आपने कभी सुना होगा ऐसे कि लोग कहते हैं कि हाँ भाई एक्साइटमेंट में फर्स्ट जॉब है, आई वेंट फॉर इंटरव्यू, ओके गॉट सिलेक्टेड, बट इंटरव्यू के टाइम पे मुझे बोला गया था कि सैलरी विल बी 25,000 और अब एवरी मंथ आई एम गेटिंग 20 और 21,000 इन हैंड. सो ये कैसे हुआ? Because you don't know the legal concepts or you don't know the legal awareness. क्योंकि जब अपॉइंटमेंट होती है एट द टाइम ऑफ आपको एम्प्लॉयमेंट अग्रीमेंट मिलता है जिसमें हर एक चीज डिटेल में लिखी होती है कि आपका डिडक्शन कितना होगा. इफ यू डोंट नो अबाउट दैट यू विल बी सरप्राइज कि क्या हो रहा है. सो विल सी वन बाय वन the rights. Okay, straight away we'll move forward to the rights of employee. कि एक एम्प्लॉय के क्या क्या राइट्स होने चाहिए, उसके पास क्या क्या राइट्स है, एंड दोज राइट एम्प्लॉय इज हैज सॉरी एम्प्लॉय हैज सम राइट्स. जैसे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने हमें फंडामेंटल राइट्स दिए हैं, वैसे एम्प्लॉय के पास भी राइट्स है विच आर गिवन बाय लेबर लॉज. नाउ विल सी दोज राइट्स. एम्प्लॉयमेंट अग्रीमेंट, right against discrimination at workplaces, maternity benefit, provident fund, gratuity, fair salary and bonus for employees, appropriate working hours and overtime, right to leaves, and the very important prevention of sexual harassment at workplace. Now we are going to see, or we are going to discuss one by one all the rights, because rights are very important, my dear students. If you know your rights, then only you can survive happily in this world. Okay? So the first right is employment agreement. जब भी हम इंटरव्यू के लिए जाते हैं तो यू मस्ट हर्ड अबाउट दिस कि आपको ज्वाइनिंग लेटर मिलता है, अपॉइंटमेंट लेटर मिलता है, तो दिस इज वन काइंड ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट अग्रीमेंट ओनली. एन एम्प्लॉयमेंट अग्रीमेंट इज अ रिटन डॉक्यूमेंट. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. बस ओरली नहीं होगा कि आपको हम इतनी सैलरी देंगे और ओरली बोल दिया आप कल से ज्वाइन हो जाओ. नो, दिस इज नॉट डन. क्योंकि अगर इन फ्यूचर कोई भी डिस्प्यूट है, लीगल एक्शन यू वांट टू टेक, एंड इफ यू डोंट हैव एनी रिटन डॉक्यूमेंट एज ए एम्प्लॉयमेंट अग्रीमेंट, you can't take any legal action or you can't seek for justice. Okay, this is very important thing, that you must have a written document which lays down the terms and condition of employment and establishes the rights and obligations of the employer and employee, both of them. कि आप जो जॉब कर रहे हैं वर्कर और जो कंपनी है, दोनों की भी राइट्स क्या है, ऑब्लिगेशंस क्या है, उनकी ड्यूटीज क्या है, ये सारी टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन, आपको लीव्स कैसे मिलेंगे, पेमेंट कैसे होगी, डिडक्शन क्या क्या है, कितने होंगे, कितने परसेंट होंगे, एवरीथिंग इज रिटन इन दिस एम्प्लॉयमेंट अग्रीमेंट. सो यू नीड टू बी very careful about employment agreement. Okay, employee is entitled to get a written employment agreement which must be again duly signed by the employer before starting the work. अब आपकी ज्वाइनिंग जब भी है उसी के पहले ही आपको एम्प्लॉयमेंट एग्रीमेंट मिलना चाहिए, और जिसपे जो भी एम्प्लॉयर है, आपकी जो कंपनी होगी, जो बॉस होगा, ओके, कंपनी या मैनेजर जो भी है, उनके साइन होनी चाहिए. अगर साइन है तभी इट इज नोटिस दैट, तभी ये माना जाता है कि बोथ आर अग्रीड विद द टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट राइट इज राइट अगेंस्ट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन एट वर्क प्लेस. तो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन किन किन टाइप के होते हैं? देर आर सो मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. तो मुझे बताइए, अगर ऐसे होगा, कभी कभी ऐसे हुआ है आपके स्कूल में, लाइब्रेरी में आपको बुक्स देने से मना किया बिकॉज यू आर गर्ल, ओके, या तो आप प्रॉपर पुणे के नहीं हो, आई विल नॉट, वी विल नॉट प्रोवाइड यू बुक्स, ऐसे हुआ है? नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि हम स्कूल कॉलेजेस में डिस्क्रिमिनेशन नहीं करते. द सेम वे एट योर वर्क प्लेस ऑल्सो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन नहीं होना चाहिए. ठीक है. सो इट इज राइट ऑफ एवरी सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया टू बी इन डिस्क्रिमिनेटेड. हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में भी प्रोविजन है. सो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में क्या प्रोविजन है? अकॉर्डिंग टू आर्टिकल 16 of the Indian Constitution, no citizen can be discriminated against or ineligible for any employment. किसी भी employment या job के लिए उसको discrimination नहीं होगा, या तो वो ineligible नहीं माना जाएगा. On the basis of what? On the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, descent, place of birth or residence or any of them. इनमें से किसी भी ग्राउंड पे अगर आपको डिस्क्रिमिनेशन या आपको इनएलिजिबल माना जाता है तो इट इज अगेंस्ट द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. ओके, यहाँ पे आपके लीगल राइट्स तो वायलेट होंगे ही, आपके फंडामेंटल राइट्स भी वायलेट होते हैं. सो रूल ऑफ इक्वालिटी इन पब्लिक एम्प्लॉयमेंट इज बीइंग फीचर ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. अपने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में ही ये फीचर दिया गया है. Okay, because constitution what it says under article 14 and 16, equality before law. Okay, law is equal for everyone, and किसी भी टाइप, किसी भी स्टेट में, किसी भी कंडीशन में डिस्क्रिमिनेशन होना ही नहीं चाहिए. ठीक है. अगर एक जॉब है जहाँ पे मेल एम्प्लॉय है, उसको हायर किया जाता है, बट फीमेल को मना किया जाता है क्योंकि वो फीमेल है, तो ये भी एक टाइप ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है. ओके, और ये प्रोहिबिट करता है अपना लॉ. नेक्स्ट राइट इज मैटरनिटी बेनिफिट. ठीक है, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लॉ. A female employee is entitled to maternity or pregnancy leave for 26 weeks, which can be availed during pregnancy or after the delivery. Anytime that female can avail that leaves. The Maternity Benefit Act 2017, okay, ये act का नाम है. This act safeguards the interest of pregnant and lacting woman employer in the India. ठीक है, तो मैटरनिटी लीव कैन ऑल्सो बी टेकन इन केस. देखो अभी पहले तो ये डायग्राम आप देख सकते हैं. अगर 2 चाइल्ड है तो फर्स्ट चाइल्ड के टाइम पे भी उसको 26 वीक मिलेगा पेड लीव. सेकेंड चाइल्ड टाइम, एट द टाइम ऑफ सेकेंड चाइल्ड ऑल्सो शी विल गेट 26 वीक्स पेड लीव. इफ ट्विंस है, इवन दो शी विल गेट 26 वीक्स ऑफ पेड लीव, एंड लाइक दिस हायरार्की इज गिवन. बट द इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग, अगर कोई मिसकैरेज या मेडिकल टर्मिनेशन ऑफ प्रेगनेंसी है, in that case also woman will get 6 weeks of paid leave, which is very important. And one more feature now, some of the private companies in India are also giving paternity leave. Now maternity leave means what? Leave mothers are getting, and now fathers are also getting leaves known as paternity leave to their male employers, allowing them to take care of their newborn child. Okay, and one more aspect, one more thing I have already discussed with you, can no company can fire a woman on the basis of she is pregnant. ठीक है, वो फायर तो कर ही नहीं सकते, उल्टा they need to give 26 weeks of maternity leave to that lady. Next right is provident fund. Okay, so under Employees Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provision Act, employees have the option to keep a part of their salary invested in EPF. ठीक है, हमारे सैलरी जो एवरी मंथ आपको सैलरी मिलती है उसमें से सम पार्ट यू कैन कीप असाइड. ओके, जैसे हम पिगी बैंक में रखते हैं, राइट? इन दैट वे ओनली, which is transferred directly by the employer in the PF account. ठीक है, so contribution by employer and employee are maintained by the Employees Provident Fund organization. In this provident fund, employee keeps their part, some part of salary, and employer also contribute in this provident fund. Next is gratuity, which is very important provision. ठीक है, तो you must have heard that gratuity is a retirement benefit. Okay, benefit क्यों कहते हैं? Because in the as a आभार, gratuity means what? As a kind of आभार company आपको gratuity देती है. So under Payment of Gratuity Act 1972, paid to an employee at the time of retirement or termination or resignation of employee or employee's death, इस टाइम पे gratuity आपको दी जाती है. Now it is paid in recognition of service. तो ये क्या है? Recognition of service employer will give you. ठीक है, gratuity जो है ये employer देते हैं to the company, to employees who have completed at least 5 years of continuous service. तो gratuity तो मिलेगी, but when minimum continuous 5 years service जब आपकी complete होती है तो आपको gratuity मिलती है. Now ये calculate कैसी होती है? तो 15 days to the 1 year. जैसे अगर आपको 10 years आपने कंप्लीट किए हैं किसी भी कंपनीज में, तो 1 ईयर के लिए 15 डेज विल बी कैलकुलेटेड. सो 10 इयर्स के लिए 150 डेज कैलकुलेट होंगे. तो आपका जो भी ग्रॉस सैलरी होगी, जो भी आपके इंक्रीमेंट एंड एवरीथिंग सब मिला के जो आपकी लास्ट सैलरी होगी, तो अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट सैलरी 150 डेज की आपको सैलरी एज अ ग्रेजुएटी मिलेगी. Okay, so timely salary, one of the important aspect. An employee is entitled to receive a timely salary at every month. मतलब जैसे भी, अगर वो monthly salary लेता है या weekly salary देता है, it is depend on that. So employer has a duty to pay the salary amount to an employee after making the requisite deduction. जो भी deduction है like TDS, Provident Fund, वो deduction करने के बाद टाइम टू टाइम सैलरी देना कंपलसरी है. ओके, तो ये क्यों बनाया गया है लॉ? फॉर फेयर एंड अप्रोप्रिएट रिन्यूमरेशन. नाउ अगेन Constitution under Article 39 it says that for equal pay for equal work, जो भी आपने वर्क किया है उसका इक्वल पे आपको होना ही चाहिए, ठीक है। तो आप अगेन डिस्क्रिमिनेशन नहीं कर सकते इन बिटवीन टू वर्कर्स जो कि सेम डेजिग्नेशन पे है, सेम आपकी क्वालिफिकेशन है एंड सेम वर्क ऑफ नेचर है, तो उनको सेम सैलरी दी जाएगी, उसमें कुछ भी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन नहीं होगा, ठीक है। And laws under the Equal Remuneration Act, it says that mandates timely and fair remuneration to an employee. Okay? और अगर employee को timely salary नहीं मिल रही है, then employee can approach to Labor Commission or he can file a suit, a civil suit for arrears of their salary. ठीक है? So the next important right is appropriate working hours and overtime. अब major of my friends used to say that बाप रे वर्कलोड इतना बढ़ गया है, इतने आवर्स तक हम काम करते रहते हैं, फिर भी काम कंप्लीट नहीं होता, we need to put our more than 12 hours for this work and अभी भी वर्क कंप्लीट नहीं हो रहा, बॉस पीछे लगा रहता है। तो my dear friends, listen, very important, okay? Working hours are also स्टेट किए हुए हैं कि हाउ मेनी टोटल वर्किंग आवर्स इट शुड बी देयर इन अ डे। तो लोगों को just because lack of awareness, okay, lack of legal awareness or lack of their awareness of their company, ये सब problems face करने पड़ते हैं। So we'll see that okay, appropriate working hours and overtime के लिए क्या regulations है। So employee have a right to work in a safe workplace with a basic amenity and hygiene. It is very basic and important provision, okay? अगर आप जहाँ काम करते हैं वहां पे बेसिक एमिनिटीज भी नहीं है या तो हाइजीन नहीं है, तो यू नीड टू आस्क फॉर दैट। नेक्स्ट इज फैक्ट्रीज एक्ट, इट प्रोवाइड्स फैक्ट्रीज एक्ट एंड शॉप एंड एस्टैब्लिशमेंट एक्ट, ओके। नाउ ये एक्ट है, ये स्टेट वाइज चेंज हो सकते हैं। सो दोज एक्ट्स प्रोवाइड द राइट ऑफ एम्प्लॉय, ठीक है। सो व्हाट दे आर सेइंग, व्हाट आर लॉज आर सेइंग that worker shall work over 9 hours per day, ठीक है, और 48 hours per week and overtime shall be double the regular wages। अगर आप overtime करते हैं तो आपको उसके wages डबल मिलने चाहिए as per your regular wages। नेक्स्ट, अगर फीमेल वर्कर है तो she can work from 6 am to 7 pm, ठीक है। 7 pm का we can extend up to 9:30 pm, but upon explicit permission and payment for overtime and safe transportation facility. This is very mandatory. Safe transportation facility for her safeguard. Okay, and apart from this weekly holidays, half an hour break and no more than 12 hours of work on any given day is mandatory. So more than 12 hours तो आपको working hour हो ही नहीं सकता। You need to be take care of this, okay? और आपने आपके एम्प्लॉयमेंट अग्रीमेंट अच्छे से पढ़ने चाहिए कि what are terms and condition are noted in it. Next, very interesting topic of all of us, that is leave. तो leave के लिए क्या क्या laws है that we'll see. So during the course of employment, an employee is entitled to leaves and holidays, ठीक है। So generally there are 4 types of leaves available to an employee. So क्या क्या 4 types है? First is casual leave. An employee can take a casual leave, जिसको हम CL भी कहते हैं, of an urgent matter like family emergency or unforeseen personal matter। तो अगर ऐसे कुछ भी family emergency आती है तो you can ask for CL. Next is paid leave, ठीक है। तो an employee is entitled to paid leaves which can be availed monthly, quarterly or annually as per your company provide करती है। The employer cannot deduct the employee's salary for the paid leaves taken। अगर उसके पास मानो 10 paid leaves है, अगर employee 10 paid leaves लेता है तो employer उनकी salary deduct नहीं कर सकता, ठीक है। So next is sick leave. Of course हम सब sick होते हैं, so we need sick leaves. An employee is entitled to fix a number of sick leaves which can be taken in case of employees gets sick. तो ये सारे provisions आपको contract में लिखे मिलेंगे. You need to go and check with that. And some other leaves. So unpaid leaves can be taken by employees for which the employer can deduct the salary of employee. Of course, अगर unpaid leaves है तो उसके against salary तो deduct होगी. So generally, an employee is required to submit a medical certificate in case of the sick leaves. ठीक है? Extend to a period more than 2 days. अगर 2 days से ज़्यादा you need to take medical leave, then you need to submit that medical certificate. Now again, this is depend on the company's HR policy. It may be changed company by company, state by state. So you need to know about your company's leave policy. All right, my dear friends. So next, right is protection against sexual harassment at workplace. So the employer has an obligation. Employer means जो भी company है, उनको obligation है to ensure that all the employers, that can be male, it can be male or female, but especially women employees in particular, are protected from any kind of harassment. Okay? Any incident of sexual harassment with an employee has to be dealt with promptly and immediately. This is very important. अगर ऐसा कुछ केस होता है तो उसको promptly and immediately deal करना important है. The employer has to enact company's policy prohibiting sexual harassment at the workplace and establish a redressal committee. Now this is very important. At the company level भी ये committee होनी चाहिए which deals with any case of sexual harassment in the office. ठीक है? So that woman can straight away go to the committee to complain about the incident. A woman can file a complaint against like this harassment at workplace to the redressal office. All right. An employee can also file a sexual harassment case in labor court also. And this is very serious issue. So further in this session, I'll tell you what comes under sexual harassment. तो क्या क्या हो सकता है? Okay, I'll explain you that one by one. And the last is notice period. So at the time of termination, okay, in case of the employer means company wishes to terminate the employment of any employee, okay, then a notice has to be served to the employee to prepare them for such termination. Notice is very important, mandatory here. So employer cannot terminate an employee without giving a notice period. So notice period can be varied from 1 month to 3 months. ठीक है? And in case of employer has fired any employee for no substantial reason and no notice, notice भी नहीं दिया और कोई proper reason भी नहीं है, so employee can file a case against that employer for wrongful termination of employment. तो आपको ये सब आप कब कर सकते हैं? जब you know that you have such a right. ठीक है? So all employees are entitled to certain rights. These rights safeguards the employees from discrimination based on age, gender, religion, sex, okay, and protect their interest and entitles them with the right to privacy and fair remuneration. Again, during the course of their employment, all employees are entitled to certain fundamental rights as well as duties. So basic rights are proportional to an employee's duty to make the workplace as comfortable as employee friendly as possible. ठीक है? So ये सारे अपने rights है, employee के right है. So employee can seek for it. अगर in case आपके ये कोई इनमें से कोई भी आपका legal right violate होता है, so you have a right to file a complaint against it. So next, I have listed. I told you there are 40 plus labor laws. So some important labor laws I have listed. We'll see one by one. Workers' Compensation Act, the Trade Union Act, Payment of Wages Act, Industrial Employment, Indian Industrial Dispute Act, Minimum Wages Act, Factories Act, Maternity Benefits Act, Payment or Bonus Act, Provident Fund Act, then the Payment of Gratuity Act, Labor Law and Compliance Rule, Employees Provident Fund, the Payment of Wages Act, Employees State Insurance, Collective Bargaining, and the Sexual Harassment of women and workplace. Okay, and the last is Equal Remuneration Act. So we'll just have a very short introduction with some of the important laws I'll give you. The first is the Trade Union Act. Okay, so Trade Union Act are very strong medium to save the rights of the employees. अभी हमने देखे सारे rights, तो ये सारे rights को safeguard करने के लिए this is very important law. These unions have the power to compel higher management, ठीक है, to access their reasonable demand. अगर employees की कोई demand है तो through this we can compel it. Okay. So the next is Provident Fund Act. So Provident Fund Act governs provident fund and pension during the retirement. So it is depend on again the company, but basically 12% of deduction on basic plus DA itna deduction hota hai for Provident Fund. Next is the Payment of Wages Act. So Payment of Wages Act, it secures that and it ensures that workers must get wages or salary on time. ठीक है, on time तो मिलनी ही चाहिए. And the next point is without any unauthorized deduction. जितने भी deduction you already have stated in your contract, okay, जितने भी discuss हुए हैं उससे ज्यादा कोई भी unauthorized deduction company नहीं कर सकती है. One more thing, okay, two more things are entitled in this act. कि जो भी आपको सैलरी मिलती है या वेजेस मिलते हैं that must be in the form of money, okay, and it should not be in any kind, okay, rather than any kind. तो kind मतलब कैसे, अगर आपको सैलरी है 10,000 rupees तो कंपनी should give you 10,000 rupees in money. आपको वो 10,000 की ग्रोसरीज नहीं दे सकते हैं, ठीक है. And the last is salary should be paid by employer by 7th of every month. Next is Indian Industrial Dispute Act. Name itself suggests that अगर dispute होता है, okay, this provisions the fair dismissal of permanent employees. अगर employee and employer के बीच में कोई भी dispute होता है तो under this act we can resolve it. Okay. Next is minimum wages act. Already as per state, okay, it can be changed as per the state. State ने minimum wages decide किए हैं, तो किसी भी employee को उससे कम wages नहीं मिलेंगे, okay, it should be higher than that. And again this minimum wages, it may range from 143 to 120 rupees per day. This is minimum wages. Again it is changed from state to state. This act, states and central government has a power to decide wages according to the kind of work and location. Now minimum wages is depend on state, which category you are working in, are you skilled or not unskilled, what is your designation, and which industry you are working in. So on depending on that, minimum wages will differ. So Maternity Benefit Act, earlier we discussed about this. So every pregnant woman will get paid leaves. Next is Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Act 2013. So ये जैसे मैंने बताया कि this act prohibits any kind of sexual harassment of a woman worker at workplace. ठीक है, तो it includes what it includes: showing pornography, a demand or request for sexual favors, sexual colored remarks, physical contact or advances, any other unwelcome physical, verbal or non-verbal behavior of sexual nature, और लीव्ड कमेंट. अगर ऐसे कुछ भी बात होती है तो इज डायरेक्टली टेंड्स टू सेक्सुअल हरासमेंट. अगर कोई अनडिसेंट कमेंट भी देता है लीगल वुमेन वर्कर को तो ये भी फॉल अंडर सेक्सुअल हरासमेंट, ठीक है. So this act must be implemented by all the public as well as private sector and unorganized or organized sector. जहाँ पे more than 10 employees are working. So this act covers all the women. सारे women cover करेगा ये act, irrespective to the age of woman. वो woman 20 years की हो या 55 years की हो, अगर उसके अगेंस्ट सेक्सुअल हरासमेंट होती है, शी कैन फाइल कंप्लेंट अगेंस्ट दिस एक्ट. ठीक है. द नेक्स्ट इज इक्वल रिम्यूनरेशन एक्ट. सो नो कंपनी और नो एम्प्लॉयर कैन नॉट डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन मैन एंड वुमन व्हेन सेम क्वालिफिकेशन फॉर सेम पोजीशन. जैसे अगर कोई कंपनी है और जिसमें पोस्ट है फॉर अकाउंटेंट, तो ऐसे कंपनी नहीं कर सकती. फॉर मेल अकाउंटेंट दे आर गिविंग फॉर 20,000 सैलरी फॉर अ मेल अकाउंटेंट एंड 18,000 सैलरी फॉर अ फीमेल अकाउंटेंट. ऐसे डिस्क्रिमिनेशन कंपनी नहीं कर सकती, बिकॉज द पोस्ट इज सेम, क्वालिफिकेशन इज सेम एंड द नेचर ऑफ वर्क इज ऑल्सो सेम. सो इक्वल रिम्यूनरेशन इज कंपल्सरी. Next is employee state insurance. In this insurance, it is in this act, it is said for the safety of employers, a medical insurance is provided. Next is the payment of gratuity act. As I said, gratuity, अगर 5 years plus आप किसी भी कंपनी में काम करते हो, so you are entitled to get a gratuity. नेक्स्ट इज नाउ, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि बहुत सारे एक्ट्स है, मोर देन 40 एक्ट्स आर देयर. सो हमने क्या सोचा, गवर्नमेंट ने क्या सोचा, इट इज बीइंग वेरी डिफिकल्ट, सो विल जस्ट segregate all these acts. So they made 4 laws, national level labor laws. ठीक है. So under the Constitution of India, labor is a subject of concurrent list. I told you, okay, we have discussed this in the unit of Constitution. 3 lists are there: state list, union list, and concurrent list. So concurrent list, the list on which central government and state government are competent to enact the legislation. Legislation means what? Laws. So state government and central government both can enact laws on that subject. So labor comes under concurrent list. तो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट भी लॉ बनाते हैं, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट भी लॉज बनाते हैं. इंडिया हैज एनेक्टेड 4 न्यू कोड्स ऑन एम्प्लॉयमेंट कंडीशंस. ठीक है. सो सोशल सिक्योरिटी, हेल्थ, सेफ्टी फॉर वर्किंग कंडीशन, उसके लिए द कोड्स कंसोलिडेट सबकम्स and replace 29 national laws. So 29 laws को हम convert करेंगे and merge करेंगे in those 4 laws. The courts introduce several changes to the labor laws. बहुत सारे changes है that we'll see, but those 4 courts not yet made effective. अभी effective होना time है उसके लिए, अब वो होंगे because they are for public comments. So the first code is code on wages. तो ये क्या बताता है हमें? The central government is empowered to fix the floor wages, okay, by taking into account the living standard of a worker. कोई भी इंडियन वर्कर है, उसके लिविंग स्टैंडर्ड को देखते हुए, considering that central government has fixed a floor wage. ठीक है. So it may set different floor wages for different geographical areas. So the minimum wages, जैसे मैंने बताया, स्टेट ने मिनिमम वेजेस डिसाइड किए, उसके नीचे आपको सैलरी नहीं मिलेगी. सो मिनिमम वेजेस डिसाइडेड बाय द सेंट्रल और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट मस्ट बी हायर देन दैट ऑफ द फ्लोर वेजेस. नाउ विल सी कौन कौन से लॉज मर्ज किए हैं इन दिस एक्ट. पेमेंट ऑफ वेजेस एक्ट, द मिनिमम वेजेस एक्ट, द पेमेंट ऑफ बोनस एक्ट एंड द इक्वल रिम्यूनरेशन एक्ट. 4 are merged into code on wages. Next is Industrial Relations Code. Now it is also known as IR code. It seeks the amend laws related to trade union, conditions of employment in industrial establishment, or undertaking investigation or settlement of industrial dispute. जो भी dispute होते हैं, quarrels होते हैं, उनको settle करने के लिए ये new act बनाया गया है. इसमें कौन कौन से एक्ट मर्ज किए हुए दैट विल सी. Industrial Dispute Act, of course, the Trade Union Act, because trade union seek for demands of the employees, and the last is Industrial Employment Act. Next is Code on Social Security Act. So it deals with specially security of that employee. The Code on Social Security, it is also known as SS Code. It seeks with the laws relating to social security with the goal to extend social security to all employees and workers. ठीक है, वो organized sector हो या unorganized sector हो. Okay, so friends, we have seen in this Code of Social Security, if you can see, there are total 9 labor laws which are segregated in this code. Okay, so you can read out all the laws which are actually combined together. Okay, so next code is Occupational Safety, Health and Working Condition Code 2020. Now, as the name itself suggests that in this code, totally safety for workmen, their for their health and their working condition, everything is taken care, and total 13 laws are merged in this code. Now you can see all the laws like Factories Act, Mines Act, the Motor Transport Workers Act, Contract Labor Act, okay, Sales Promotion Employees, and the other act. Okay, so in this code, totally safety for their work and their health is taken care. Now, my dear friend, we have seen all the rights which employee has. Okay, उसको क्या क्या facility मिलनी चाहिए, employees के लिए क्या क्या rights है. But along with the rights, employee has some duties. Okay, or responsibilities. It is known as code of conduct. Now we'll see one by one what is the code of conduct of an employee. So cyber security and digital devices. While you are at your workplace, how to use internet uses, okay, how to use your digital devices for a cyber security. You must need to take care of this, okay. And for internet uses, you should not use the workplace internet for the following reasons: to download or upload any obscene, offensive or illegal material which is actually offensive, okay. Send confidential information to unauthorized recipients. You cannot send any confidential information of your company or relate anything related to your workplace. This is a serious offense. Invade another person's privacy and gain access to sensitive information. This is again one more offense. We have seen this, or we will see this offense in cyber law. Okay, so download or upload pirated movies, music, material, or software. Anything which is pirated, you should not download from your internet use at workplace. Using to visit potentially dangerous websites, again this will directly affect your network of computers safety. Okay, and the next is perform unauthorized or illegal actions like hacking, fraud, or bullying, selling illegal goods. Okay, buying or selling illegal goods. Again, this is an offense. You should not do all these things. For cell phone. Now, my dear friends, everyone has a cell phone. Okay, and you have a right to use your cell phone, but there are some restrictions you should obey at your workplace. So understand, make sure that your device won't distract you. Okay, you should put all your 100% attention at your work. Use your cell phone in a manner that benefits your work, okay, and should not affect your work. Keep personal calls brief and use an empty meetings room or common areas so as not to disturb your colleagues. This is a common sense. Avoid playing games on your phone or texting extensively. This is again, I can say, it shows a very bad manners if you're doing that at your workplace. Don't use your phone for any reason, okay, for any reason, mention that, while driving a company vehicle. But Friends, I'll suggest you that don't use your phone while driving your personal vehicles also. This might be led to an accident. So don't use your phone to record confidential information. This can cost you very much, okay, because this is a serious offense. If you are recording any confidential information, you might or might not share with anyone else, but recording confidential information, it is an offense. Don't download or upload inappropriate or illegal or obscene material using your corporate internet connection, because if you know this, each and every device has its IP number, IP code, which is recorded. Okay, so avoid this. Next, employee relationship. Now you are going to work at your workplace. Of course employees होंगे वहां पे, आपके colleagues होंगे, तो आपको किस तरह से relationship build करना है, this is also a code of conduct. So first is fraternization. What that means? It means a dating or being friend with your colleagues. So you need to obey some professionalism in it. Okay, my dear friends, dating colleagues. So if you start dating a colleague, you should maintain professionalism and keep personal discussions out of your workplace. You are also obliged to respect your colleagues who date each other. And now this is very serious. Avoid sexual jokes, malicious gossips and improper comments. देखो कभी कभी हम मजाक मजाक में ये चीजें करते हैं, but this can lead you to a very serious offense, because this can consider like a harassment also. I have discussed this earlier. So avoid this strictly at your workplace. Friendship at work. So employees, you are working together, so it is naturally, okay, to may get naturally friendship each other in or outside your workplace, but you need to maintain some morality. Okay, you have your moral duties, you have limitations morally also, legally also. So you should focus on your work and keep personal disputes outside of your workplace. So I think friends, I have cleared all the aspects, but even though if you have any doubt or query, you can ask me. Thank you for your attention. Okay, I hope this session and this information which I have shared with you will be useful for you. And thank you very much for giving me opportunity to share my knowledge. Thank you.